Okay, gentlemen, let's talk training. Travelle Gaines, Akeem Ayers. Who are we, gentlemen? Travelle, what's up?
Nothing.
Akeem Ayers, linebacker, Tennessee Titans, correct?
Correct.
How long have you been working with Travelle Gaines?
Going on about consistently about 6 months since this past off season and the end of last year, right before the season started, like the last month maybe.
How did you guys hook up?
Just through my agent, kind of referred me to him, and then since then I tried different people before, and I kind of bounced around to different places I wanted to train, different places I liked, and then this pretty much was my last one, and then been here ever since.
So Travelle, when you first, and this is a good kind of object example, when Akeem comes in, what is the evaluation process? Okay, we've seen you, now we've sort of graded you, evaluated you, now we know what you want to work on and kind of how we go about it.
Well, the funny part about Akeem, and this is just being, brutally honest as I was with him, when I first met Akeem, I was a little disappointed. I think that Akeem is unbelievably talented, but I think when he came out for the draft, he didn't really understand how hard he really had to. Nick, can you turn the music off? I don't think he really understood. Sorry, I still got all over.
Just start that. Okay. I can cut it.
I think when I first met Akeem, everybody knew he was very, very talented. But I don't think that Akeem totally got the concept of how hard he really had to work to not only make it to where he wanted to be in the NFL, but stay at a very high level. And so,
just to break in, Akeem, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Especially coming in during a lockout.
Yeah.
You already had all season with your team, so you really don't know what to expect, what you need to do, and that's why I pretty much wanted to get with him, and I pretty much got with him later, towards the end of the lockout. So, but like I said, coming into a lockout, you really don't know what to expect, and you really don't get that heads up of what the NFL is like until you actually get there.
So you had that raw talent. How did you decide to go about forming it, and when did you tell Akeem about that process?
I didn't really go about nothing. Akeem just showed up one day, and let me tell you something, man. The most consistent, hardworking guy I know. And this is not extras. I tell him this all the time. Like,
no, you can, because some guys. I mean, everyone here is working hard, but it's like Edelman and a few guys are just a little level above.
Akeem is so determined. He can speak for himself. a lot of people talk about things they want to do, but then there's people that actually do the things that they want to do.
Yeah.
And he puts in those work. He puts in the work, and it's impressive. It's impressive to watch him mature, and that's been the greatest thing for me. It seems like over 1 year, he's matured so much as a player and as a person, and he's the kind of guy that he's very consistent. He's going to be here every single day putting in the work, and he does sometimes 2 or 3 workouts a day. So it's his job. He goes with the D-line coach. He gets massages. He takes care of his body. And when you figure that out at a very young age, this is the kind of kid that's going to play in the NFL for a long time. Because it's not about talent. Everybody in the NFL has talent. It's about understanding the work ethic of what it takes to be consistent and to play for a very long time. He's already figured that out.
Akeem, you're talking about that drive. That drive that you have beyond what drives every NFL player. Because you can't stay in the NFL if you're on your couch eating Cheetos all day, and stuff like that. What is it that what Travelle was talking about? That little extra push that you have for yourself.
It is pretty much just want to be the best at my position, and especially after last season, it was kind of more of a disappointing season for me. Coming in because I know my talents, I know what I'm capable of, and just seeing some of the things I did last year and some of the plays I made and some plays I didn't make, that kind of pushed me to come back and work hard this year, and just to really try to push myself further and push myself beyond what I did last season, and beyond what I did yesterday. Just trying to get better each workout, and that's pretty much my motivation. Is just I just want to be the best at my position, and I just want to play up to my ability.
Travelle, you do specific, it's not just throwing weights around and running around in Fairfax High. It's specific NFL training per position. I was talking to Kirk Morrison and a few other guys, and it's like when you get a new team or a new linebacker coach or a new D coordinator, say you were running a bunch of 2-man and now your new guy runs Tampa 2, so now you have to drop maybe 50% of the time as opposed to before you were staying stable. Has there been sort of an elevation or a change in the way you train Akeem specifically for what he does?
Well, yes and no. You know, with all the guys that come in here, I'm trying to make them better athletes. I'm trying to help correct their posture, trying to help correct their core strength, their lateral movement. You know, just fine tune him as an athlete. Once again, I mean, God got him to where he's at in his work ethic. You know, so it's not like I can really do a ton to transform him. It's the little extra things, the injury prevention, the things that's going to help him become a better player and better athlete, move more fluid. And so in that aspect, yes. And then when we do movement stuff on the field, yes, because there would be position-specific things on the field to help with his drop backs and his reads and his shuffles and things of that nature. But, you know, basic stuff just to help him be a better linebacker athletically is what we try to focus on.
Now, would you have, not to give away the the chicken farm here, but
yes,
you have maybe different exercises for, say, like a 3-4 outside linebacker? He wants explosion right off the snap. A guy, you run a lot of 4-3 in Tennessee. Maybe it's a little different, and it really is per position with what you do.
Yes, sir.
Akeem, you followed this guy around a little bit to the new Performance Games facility for me, and just talking to different people. What is it about this guy, despite what we know about him personally, that he's kind of ridiculous sometimes? What is it about him what is it that brought you to Performance Games with everything else out there?
Well, I started when he was at API, and that's where I pretty much started with him at. And I liked him as someone to train with because he's going to push me and he's going to, I feel, make me get better. In the times when I really don't feel like working out or when I need the extra motivation, he's going to give it to me. He's going to keep it real and tell me what I'm doing and tell me when I'm doing good and also tell me when I'm not doing so good. So that's the main thing. That's pretty much why I just, like I told him, like wherever he's training at, that's where I'm going to be at every offseason. Because I feel like that's the best, best place for me to get better and continue to get better each year.
Travelle, I watch you warming up your guys and everyone's busting chops, and then it's like you flip a switch and you become a drill sergeant. Was that developed or was that just sort of innate?
No, I don't know. This is so second nature to me that it's not even like a job, so I don't think about it. All I think about is them.
Yeah.
Like they're the most important people in the room, and that's all I really care about. I'm the happiest of my life every day when you guys are training.
It shows.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah.